Hey! Hello. I'm Matt. Let's talk about menstruation once more. Welcome to Matt Jerkol's annual Menstrual Hygiene Day special. I guess this is a thing now. World Menstrual Hygiene Day. Every year on the 28th of May is supposed to be a day to discuss menstrual hygiene, break taboos about the subject that are still widespread in the world, try to solve or better the problem of menstrual product poverty, and to further the proper education about the subject. Something, the menstrual cycle, something that like half of the population is experiencing throughout their life. And something that is still surprisingly badly handled in some parts of the world. I'm a cis guy, I don't menstruate, obviously, but it's been somehow a subject that I've been interested in for a while now. It somehow just happened, partially because I used to work in retail and was like, among other things, like stocking the shelves of menstrual products, and that is a world in itself. And I'm not just the different kinds of menstrual products there are, just the different corporations there are making menstrual products and trying their darndest to make it more appealing to people in hopes of breaking the stigma that menstruation is like a disgusting taboo subject or something that you're not supposed to talk about. There are cool corporations that try well to make it the everyday thing that it is. And I've always been saying buy your friends menstrual hygiene products, because those are not the cheapest for some dumb reasons, among others. And people that menstruate need them, or else it's like a severe fucking detriment in their everyday life. Like, people who don't menstruate will never really get it, I'm assuming, I don't think. But like menstruation being tied to that biological cycle, and having to, not to sound dramatic, but like endure that in everyday life when it's not to your convenience, while being belittled from idiots for telling you, oh, you're just cranky because you have your strawberry week or something like dumb like that. Like, shit is shit. Shit is shitty. Shit sucks. So I get why Menstrual Hygiene Day is a thing. And that's like aside from like education systems, some of them really failing to educate people on how to take care of their menstruation. And I'm not an expert on that. Like I said, I'm a cis guy. I don't experience it. I've never had. But I like the cause. And it also coincides with another personal interest of mine, being indie games about a very niche subjects. And I think that's kind of what kickstarted me doing this Menstrual Hygiene Day special video 2 years ago, where I did it the first time, because I was looking at what kind of video games there are discussing menstruation, which unsurprisingly many of them are with a message or with like even a political agenda, so to say, coming from very different cultural backgrounds and shit. It's an interesting little world, I guess. And like, last year I already said I'm surprised I'm doing a second one, because as you can imagine, there aren't a lot of video games based around menstruation. Here we are, the third year, and apparently I found some more that I can do video on, so here we are. So get your favorite menstrual cup going, pour yourself a nice menstrual cup of your favorite beverage. But a shout out to Female Company, big fan. That's what I mean. There are corporations out there that like try to tackle menstruation and menstrual hygiene with a bit of humor, and I think that's a really good idea. Let's just start with girls' flu. Play. You're an average dad, your wife is overseas for business. Today you have an emergency. Your daughter's having her first period. What do we do now? That's actually perfect. Immediately giving us a game where we are set in the cis male character having to figure out something that they probably have no idea about. That's very fitting right now. So let's see how this goes. Goal, do something about your daughter's anxiety. We have an anxiety meter and we have a panic meter. Then we have like a whole ass point and click RPG inventory kind of thing. Found the hot cocoa. Yeah, we can give that here, right? Thanks Dad, it relieves the cramps. Cool, what's that? Hot water? Oh, that's like a warm-up thing, right? A pineapple. What does pineapple do? I guess this is it relieves the cramps as well. I guess this is less like a challenging video game, more like a really educational thing to tell you what things can help with menstrual cramps. Mom will go nuts if she finds out. What did I give her just now? Shit, I actually missed that one. A coffee cup. Oh, I guess this is not a good thing to give our daughter. A diary? Yeah, sure, that can hurt. I don't need a new diary right now. Okay. Your daughter has an anxiety attack. Oof. She locks herself in her room and refuses to talk to you. Jesus Christ. So we already lost. Found bread. Okay, so there is a challenge. You have to actually determine. That's not helpful. Which items would help your daughter to calm down and which aren't. I can't do anything with like a pot or a diary. That's not helping. What's this? Hot milk? I guess it could help. Yeah, that will leave the anxiety. Kitchen roll? I guess that helped. Need some more good shit. A condom? That's the wrong kind of educational. Another fucking... Okay, I need to see the reaction to this. What? Why are you giving me this? Yeah, why the fuck is this even in this game? We are so close to the anxiety attack. Is this hot cocoa? Thank God. Come on, I really need better stuff. PDA? I don't think she needs a PDA right now. An apple, another apple. Come on, the anxiety attack is so close. A food container? Yeah, why? Yeah, that's not so much shit right now. A kettle. I guess we could make tea for her. No. Oh fuck, I gave her the wrong thing. Is there like an actual like end if you relieve the anxiety to 0? Or is this just or is this like literally a microwave? Literally just like an endless thing, seeing how long you can survive. I am having really bad RNG right now. None of these items are helping. Yeah, okay, I'm literally not getting anything that's helpful. A hand towel, I guess, but we're already so close to... Yeah, okay, that was terrible RNG. Why is the panic rising so high? What's even the difference between panic and anxiety? I dropped? You broke down under the oh, that's my panic bar, and it probably goes up when I move. I get it now. That's actually kind of clever. Come on, give me one more thing, come on. Coffee cup, that's not helping. Oh, you can use it on yourself as well. That's what the coffee cup is for, that's interesting. I don't need the coffee. I'm assuming the coffee is for me to drop the panic. Yeah. I don't need that right now. That's good. Okay, we survived long enough for the music to fucking die. So I guess that's old clothes. Do you think that's a good thing to give her because she doesn't have to worry about sullying them? Yeah, we're running out of stuff now again. And the anxiety meter is pretty much there full. Well... I guess this was the best run we had so far. Okay, well, I like the idea a lot. Being a dad trying to calm down your daughter having her first menstrual cycle while in a way that it like teaches you what can help and what not. That's a very clever idea. It works, it's functional, the presentation was pretty nice. It's very basic, but it does its job, so in my book this is a winner. Who made this? Made during a game jam in 2015 for the theme What Do We Do Now? Yeah, that's fitting, I guess. WY Leong, very nice, okay. Now let's go with the Tampon Trawl. Your friend has sent you an urgent text. She's stuck in the toilet and desperately needs a tampon. Yeah, okay. Escape detention, explore the school, avoiding teachers and locker snakes to help out your friend. Tampon Trawl was originally created with code liberation workshops in autumn 2016, with no previous experience of Unity or coding. So this is basically their very first ever video game. Okay, Tampon Trawl by Mimi Saturday. OMG, I need your help in Girls Loo needs a tampon ASAP. Start games. This is made by a Brit. Okay. Another pixel style game, but it's not bad, it's not bad. Can we talk to him? Guess not. Ghosts of Dead Homework, that's pretty good, I like that. I bet he bought himself that apple. Do people actually bring their teachers apples these days? That's just Derek. Oh, that's funny, actually, I like that. Good day. Any of you got some tampons I can borrow? No tampons here. They won't let me pass. Let's see, free yoga classes, drama club auditions, and missing snakes. There are actually snakes around, like literal creature snakes. Perfect condition textbooks untouched by students. Wow, I don't know what to say, it's a bunch of snakes hanging out. I mean, they're having a good time, clearly, so that's nice. Nice wheels. It's a cool little skateboard. Here's the toilet. And nothing ever gets fixed here. I guess we gotta speak to our friend. Where they at? Hello? Can we talk? No? They have a tampon machine in their school fucking bathroom. Thank God, that's good. I guess that's... You did it. I guess that's already solving the problem. Okay, again, this was their very first video game ever. They had no prior knowledge of coding or game development. So, this is a decent creation. I can't like knock it for that. It's not like there's a challenge really, it's more like for like wetting your whistle in video game development, having this little experience of exploring the school full of snakes and then helping out your friend with a tampon is not bad at all. I do like the presentation as well. How about we go with something more dramatic? Don't bleed through your pants. This sounds pretty exciting. Don't Bleed Through Your Pants is a series of mini-games based on menstruation. This is gonna be the WarioWare of menstrual hygiene education. It's your job to attempt to get good care and not bleed through your pants. Made by dpoulsen. Don't bleed through your pants. Ninja Survival Doctor. Oh, that's the difficulties or the game modes. Ninja. No one knows when the sneaky period will get you. Go out, stay by your bathroom. Survival. Get through a cycle without bleeding through your pants. Doctor. This is not normal. Go to a doctor and get help. You have 18 seconds to argue your case. It can take 6 years to convince a doctor that something is wrong. Lordy. I feel like survival is what I expected to get here, so let's just try that. Okay, how does shit work? The time is running out. We got a tampon, we got a menstrual cup, and we got a pad. Shields are down. The shields are down. As you can. They just apply the tampon. Nobody, I don't think anybody uses like all of these. I think people have the preference of one of these. Maybe they use 2 of these if it's like a hard bleeding day. Okay, what the fuck? Gotta pay those bills. Bet Karen will time you in the bathroom. Oh, we are at work right now. Gotta get out to increase happiness and ruin underwear. Dangerous sleep, necessary but messy. Okay. This is a lot to take in so little time. Okay, let's do the menstrual cup. I think that should like do good for our shields. Go out for happiness. Shields are down, menstrual cup again. Okay, wait, it says here. Tampon 20 milliliters, menstrual cup 20 milliliters. A pad holds X milliliters? What does that mean? Tampon holds X milliliters of blood, can be used with tampon or diva cup. Right, okay, that makes sense. So we could use the tampon and the menstrual cup, and we should be pretty safe, though the shields are going down hard anyway. We're going to walk for happiness, I guess. And then we're already dead. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to survive more than like 20 seconds. Jesus Christ. Come on. Come on. Come on! Holy fuck. 2 seconds. 1 second. Did I win? The time was at 0 seconds. You bled through your pants. Let's try this again. Pad and menstrual cup. Go to walk. Pad and menstrual cup. Go to sleep. Pad. Come on! Menstrual cup. Go out. You didn't bleed through your pants. Play again. I like the idea, but it's pretty rough. But anyway, it's not terrible. What ninja mode. No one knows when the sneaky period will get you. Go out, stay by bathroom. Oh, this is a completely different game now, okay. The movie previews at the movies. Gotta get out to increase happiness. In the toilet. I don't really understand this right now. So I can heighten my happiness by going out to the movies. And going to the toilet is just like losing? Holy fuck. Not entirely sure if I understand this correctly. Am I supposed to go to the toilet once the monster face appears? Like now? You didn't bleed through your pants. That was successful, I guess. It's a bit of a weird game mode. Doctor, this is not normal. Go to a doctor to get help. You have 18 seconds to argue your case. So our menstrual cycle is too strong, I guess. We have to fight for our right to get the care we need. You've done your research. You know your body presents your symptoms. Be cool, talk in a calm, collected manner. Show emotions. The time is already at 4 seconds. I done research, I get symptoms, I become... what exactly is my goal? Is it over? Did I lose? The doctor is skeptical that you might be hypochondriac and likely have some mental illness or want some special attention. No one will ever believe you now. Fucking hell, this is a cynical fucking outcome here. I'm sure this isn't like completely grabbed out of thin air. I'm sure like there is situations where people worry about their menstrual cycle not going as smoothly as it's supposed to, not going the way it's supposed to, and doctors just like shrugging it off and being belittling. I'm sure that happens, but goddamn, it's a cynical situation. There's no way the doc is gonna take you seriously, is there? Not in this game. The doctor skeptical presents you off for blood work just through emotion and research. That was more helpful than like actually presenting research and symptoms while being calm. Okay. I think I won. I don't know. Maybe just do research and a little bit of emotion maybe, but mostly stay calm. Doctor listens to you and you begin your care. This seems like the best one so far. So I guess that is it. That's the full game. Yeah, the game is rough. I like the idea with the free game modes, but it's a little bit hard to grasp. How about shedding blood? That one is still in development apparently, but I really like the presentation. Exploring the relationship between the things my body does, the lack of courtesy it shows when doing it, and what's left over for me to fear. Wow. Made by miniwoolf. Published 26 days ago, so yeah, this is pretty fucking fresh. There's something really satisfying to me when I take a shower while I'm on my period. Interesting. And I'm confronted with the visceral nature of this painful bloody thing that happens to me every few weeks. It's bizarre to me that this symptom actually makes me feel more connected to my body during a time where I mostly feel alienated by or subjected to it. It's a juxtaposition of the gendered ideas I've absorbed, that women are beautiful, delicate creatures, that shedding blood is a violent masculine act. That's an interesting point. And the reality that my body, a woman's body, does this bloody violent act within itself and without itself. This ritual of renewal I never asked for. This reminds me a lot of a game that we played in the first Menstrual Hygiene Day video. It had a very similar style. It probably was made with the same engine. I feel clotted blood as it slips out of me and the smell of broken skin and fresh wounds emanates from me. Dope. And the black fluid dilutes to crimson, bright red, faint pink, then nothing as I watch the water from the shower head wash it all away from me. I like how unflinchingly direct it is. Back at the shower thing. Ellipses. It was a strange ending. Granted, this is still in development, so maybe whatever's happening here is still like due to be brushed up. Maybe, I don't know. That my body will destroy itself to facilitate the process of preparing to give life, over and over and over, whether I choose to use it for that purpose or not. Right, that's menstruation. Still in development, still a bit rough in some aspects, I guess. Again, it doesn't really make sense to criticize this much on a technical level. Do like the writing though, there's some good prose in here, and again I like how unflinchingly direct it is, like I said before. It does give a good perspective on menstruation, I think. Very short though, very brief. Okay, how about this one? Acept. It's a visual novel by DestrucTheBox. This demo is just a short example of what the game could be in the future. Many features are yet to come. RPG Maker game. Didn't it say it's a visual novel? And yet it's made in RPG Maker? That's interesting. Let's see. Accept it, it's part of your body's inner workings. Inner workings. Lucy hated that word used in that context. Her body was not a machine. Those were the words that her mother gave to Lucy when she had her first period. It was harsh. It felt like her body was decaying from the inside. Like if someone inside her died. Like if she was weak. Lucy wasn't weak. She was told that she was a menacing opponent many times. Lucy was strong, smart, and many other things, but not weak. She had a bad time getting used to her period. She still hasn't got completely used to it. She always had a family by her side to help her. But now, she was alone. She was going to go to Black Sun Academy. Not to go on a tangent here, but a Black Sun is a pretty prevalent Nazi symbol. So I am a bit shook by that use, though I'm pretty sure they had no relation to this when they wrote that. All by herself. Her brother also had to go, but to a different academy. Don't be scared, sweaty. I love when people misspell sweetie as sweaty. Unless this is intentional as a joke, then it's even better. It will be okay, said the mother. I made many friends when I went to the academy, said her father. Get over it, just relax and wing it, thought Lucy. Yeah. Here we go. The Black Sun Academy. And we finally get music in one of these games. Why is this giving me vibes to the beginning of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past? Where you enter the castle on a rainy night? Let's get in here. Oh, you finally came. So dramatic, so intense. Lucy, right? Yeah, it's me. Here, the keys to your dorm, don't lose them. I won't. Hello, anyone here? No response. They probably aren't here yet, or maybe they are sleeping. This is more appropriate music, I think. There's a note on the table, Lucy should read it. Hello, person reading this. Classes start in 2 days, and if your roommates still haven't showed up, then they are probably slacking off. Signed, the secretary, wish you the best luck. Okay. What now? Maybe I should unpack my stuff. After a while, Lucy starts to look at the stuff she took with her. Nothing really, some books, toys that now just decorate, some food, clothes, and a lot of pads. Gotta have those pads. Although the academy allowed students to go outside to do stuff on the weekends, Lucy's mom wanted her to have a supply of compacts that would last a while. I mean, better have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? Suddenly the door opened. Hello? Who is it? Who are you? I'm Jack. Jack? Isn't that a boy's name? After hearing that, Jack seems to be sad. Come on, you can start picking on me. What are you waiting for? Mostly everyone I meet picks on me because I have a boy's name. I mean, Jack could be short for Jacqueline, right? I mean, come on. Also, gender names are a stupid idea anyway. Just fucking anyone can be named whatever they want. Fucking, come on. But not me, I'm Lucy. Nice to meet you. They decided to watch a comedy movie with a lot of cool guys trying to date some girls while attempting to not get killed. It was a very bizarre movie, but both ended up liking it. The movie still hasn't ended when suddenly the door opens again. Who is it? I'm tired, you go see. Don't worry, I will tell you what you missed. Ugh, okay. Who are you? I'm Tara and this is Jane. I'm Lucy and Jack is back there. Want to see the movie with us? Sure, what is it about? I'm not really sure, but we like it either way. After enjoying the movie, you have dinner and now it's time to go to sleep. But before that, Lucy had to change, right? After putting one of her favorite pajamas, she heads toward the bedroom. After half an hour passed, Lucy fell asleep. She was sleeping on her stomach so it didn't mess with the spikes that might be growing on her back. Lucy was having a very casual dream. She saw someone she didn't know, a strange event, and so on. She was relaxed. The day went much better than she expected. A bunch of hours passed. Lucy started to feel uncomfortable. What the? Lucy slowly woke up to look around her, only to see a small pool of blood on her sheets. Now that's an unfortunate situation right there. Our sheet. She forgot to put on a sleeping pad. Shit. What do I do now? Lucy was scared. She didn't want her roommates to find out because they might laugh at her. Maybe I can change the sheets and my clothes to wash them tomorrow. Interact with the bed to remove the sheets. Alright. Now take them to the bathroom. Let's go. That's the thing, man. You're bleeding without, I guess this is the bathroom? Without like having much power about that, and you just have to deal with it. And the only way to deal with it really is to pay some pretty hefty prices for menstrual products. That's the crux of the whole thing, right? We have a bucket where we can put our dirty clothes and sheets inside to clean them later. Okay, now I just have to change. Much better. Back to sleep. Many hours later. Wake up. Oh, what is it? Come on, we got stuff to do. But classes haven't started yet. Yeah, don't you want to have some fun though? Yeah, I guess I'll go. The end. I mean, for now, right? Thanks for playing. Thanks for making it. I mean, yeah, good. This wasn't like the most eloquent story or whatever. This was just a little bit of a thing somebody made. The actual menstrual incident was handled pretty swiftly and without much drama in the end, right? So that wasn't really much of a problem. I wonder if they made anything else since then. No. They made stuff before it, but this was the last thing they put on itch.io. I mean, yeah, they say they are a young artist. I'm sure this is like a kid like playing around with game development, and I cannot fault them for that. That's always a nice thing. They're just being creative for fun. And I mean, it was a coherent story, I guess. So like, props to that. The last thing I got for today is Howl. Trigger warning, content warning, blood, menstruation, werewolves. That's a good mix. You are a werewolf. It is the full moon. You are bleeding. Good luck. I like that. 4 short sentences to set up the fucking mood. Submission to go with the flow period game jam. I think we've played games that were from this in previous years. So this is made by Liet and Hydromer. I guess this is a good point to note, actually. A lot of these games are made by young people, probably to process their own first experiences with this function of their body. So it's actually fascinating that the medium of video games is clearly pretty widely used as, you could say, a therapeutic way to process with a part of growing up. And I think that's worth a lot. And I think that's a really nice thing that even exists, that's even a thing they can do these days. Video games are worth something. They aren't just like children's games or whatever. The moon is full. It's time. Howl, a game about menstruation. You're in the bathroom, the light through the window is dim, the moon filtering in through the fabric. A beam of light splits through the curtains, there's blood everywhere. Moving off the toilet will put you into the moonlight, beginning a transformation. Oh, you're beginning before the transformation. I guess you might as well clean up first? No, we can. If you decide to clean up, we're gonna be in the moonlight. But we can't just sit on the toilet all day. So, look around, let's do that. The blood is everywhere between your thighs, mostly, but some is on your hands. Nerves about the inevitable rife in your gut like worms. I guess we are gonna inevitably have to wash up and transform. When you carefully stand from the toilet to grab a washcloth, the moonlight streaming through the window hits the corner of the mirror, the moon smiles at you. The transformation begins. Ouch. The pain begins first inside as your intestines are, quite literally, rearranged. As a lycanthrope, you've got a lot to change between forms so you can digest that raw meat you love so much. It feels like cramps at first. Right, see, that's already the metaphor here. Menstrual cramps equal a bodily transformation with a bit of body horror elements in there. That's it makes sense to use that for a fictional story. Groaning, you double over. It's not a bad idea at all. The pain in your gut twisting like a knife in your uterus, right? It begins to creep along to your back, then up and down your hips. Soon as your bones begin to shift, you feel new pain. It feels like growing pains, but you haven't had those in years. I think what they are doing, and I mean, since I never experienced menstrual cramps myself, I cannot attest to that, describing the pain of menstrual cramps itself, but painting them as a werewolf transformation, I really like that idea. Get up. You try to stand, but the tendons in your hips creak and the joints of your feet are unstable. Falling, you grab for the curtain, becoming entangled. Rip it apart. Spending time to rip the plastic apart, snarling and angry, you find yourself unable to stand on 2 feet, opting instead of for 4. Alright. As the sun rage seeps away, you find yourself looking back at yourself in the mirror. Shaking off, you heave a sigh, the familiar ebb of pain and flow of calm washing over the new form. Hair, fangs, claws, paws, and tail, all accounted for. The transformation is done. But your period is not. The end. Pretty neat. Ended earlier than I thought. But like I said, I do like the prosaic, almost poetic, like mix of menstrual pain and a werewolf transformation. That's a pretty clever idea. So it was quick and breezy. And that concludes our Menstrual Hygiene Day this year. That is all that I got for today. 6 games, 6 projects. So, I hope you enjoyed this third look into the niche video game world of menstrual gaming. Like I said before, and probably like I said in earlier years, I really appreciate and find fascinating the fact that the medium of video games is used to process real life, like experiencing menstruation while growing up. These are probably all of them are personal products made by people experiencing this themselves and creating something artistically to express their experience and their feelings about this, which is a super interesting thing on a cultural level, I think. Video games being used this way. And aside from that, again, menstrual hygiene is important. I know that's not like a hot take or anything, that's like common knowledge. And so, I don't know, maybe celebrate Menstrual Hygiene Day if you feel like it. You could, if you wanted to, and have the possibilities, buy your friends some menstrual products. I'm sure they can need it if they are a menstruating person. But yeah, that's it for me today. That's the third Menstrual Hygiene Day special on the Match Your Core channel. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye bye.